should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Hey, greetings. I'm Dr. A, and I'm back with another one. So I'm going to go ahead and share this video. If y'all give me just a second here, like on glasses. Yeah, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the next level. Give me a second here. Let's like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hello again. I'm Dr. A, and I am your crystal rock goddess, and we are in the place to be. So make sure y'all join the squad. Join the squad of what? The crystals. Become a crystal right now. You can come right now. All you got to do is like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, come on into the Crystal Palace. Please come to the Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. We are live. Okay. All right. Okay, wait a minute. Let me do hashtag crystals. Crystals. Boom. All right. Anyway, greetings. I am Dr. A. Oh, okay. Greetings. I am Dr. A. Please come on inside the Crystal Palace. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come on inside the Crystal Palace. Drop your shoes off at the door. Come to the Crystal Bar and grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. Okay, 4 ways to become a crystal. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. How you doing, Passion? Come to the Crystal Palace. Make sure you have an appointment. You're gonna let you play. You're gonna let me play. Okay, no problem. Come inside the Crystal Palace. Make sure you become a crystal today, right now. It don't take much. All you gotta do is number 1, like, share, and subscribe. Number 2, make sure you do what? Type what Passion just did. We call the what? We call that the boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is just listen. Just listen. And we call that what? The parlor room. The 4th way, the last way, but not least way, all you have to do is do what? Come on, talk to me. Talk back to me. All you got to do is what? Listen after the show. We call it after the show. Don't leave a prayer around me. True for real. That's what. Boop, 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 boop. Situation. Okay. Our house gang up in this thing, okay? You know what time it is. How you doing, pineapples? I just shared your hopefully some, I mean, not that you need it, because you got like a lot of people follow you, but I still want to help in progression, because you've helped me. So I'm gonna return the favor. So I did post your channel onto my community board. So hopefully you got some people from that were not subscribed to you that came over from me. So anyway, maybe some of my family members came and checked you out, okay? And they just ain't told you or told me. Anyway, how you doing, pineapple? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay, so anyway, again, let's get started. Okay, outhouse gang up in this thing. And I appreciate you more. Okay, see, oil in my hands, got to lube up. Does that sound right, lubing up? Y'all like Marys? I got these like a long time ago, and I never wore them. And finally, I found the outfit to wear them with it. See, like my glasses. And yes, these are on sale. Okay, $5. $5. So all you need is $5. Okay. Um, if you're interested in my glasses, I do not have them on my website. So if you're interested, just inbox me. You can text me this number. Okay. Well, that's not a number. That's my website. You can go to that website. You type in the chat, or you could text me over here. Um, the to get the glasses will be $5 for the glasses itself, and it'll be like a $3 shipping and charge shipping. So that's what I kind of estimated. I think what is fair. So hopefully you get more glasses. Hopefully you get some glasses with some things. If you get some glasses with some other stuff, then then it will work something out. But anyway, if you're interested, hopefully if you get 3 pairs, that's $15. If you get 4 pairs, that's 20, So go ahead. 5 pairs is $25. I mean, you can't beat that. So anyway, y'all go ahead and let us know. And again, if you go to my Instagram, or you go to my Facebook, and you look, how you doing, Alex? And you look and you'll see the different glasses and the different styles that I have. Just like I have my cool tone low glasses. Saying Blues Brothers on you. But here's the glasses that I'm featuring today. So hopefully you'll be interested in. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started here. Okay. Now, I got some new candles that I also want to show you guys that I just created last night, and they turned out beautifully. They are called my massage candles. So if you're a massage therapist, or you want to get your massage on with your man, okay? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? These are just $7.50. I created these myself. So again, if it's something you're interested in, herbs, teas, powders, whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to smell good, I got you too. If you are trying to attract something, I got you too on that. If you need sage, $5. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everyone. Please thumbs up the live. Whatever you're trying to do, just let me know. I got you. So you can go to that website, check that website, and see what you can throw them up. And I finally got a lighter, y'all. My husband finally got a lighter because I don't even want to tell y'all because that's my husband. I don't want to embarrass him, but he tried to light something. It was so funny. And he kind of, I think he was, I think he felt the ways because I was laughing, but I was, y'all, because he laughed at me, so I did laugh at baby shit. But it was funny. Y'all had to see. He'd have jumped out the chair because he almost burned himself. My desk, I just put my hand on it and put the fire out with my hand. And he just looked at me. I'm like, well, I'm always burning myself. So right now it's not going to hurt anything. But anyway, he said he tired of me burning myself. And so after it took him almost burning himself to start saying he was going to get me my lighters because I'm off the chain. I'm like fire starter. I am fire starter. And he says he's tired of redoing my nail within 1 month. Okay, so I got my sage burning, and this particular sage is the black sage. This is my black sage. Okay, so it definitely has a great smell to them. All sages, different sages smell different things. I grow my own sage, and I started making my own sage sticks with lavender. Yep, I got some lavender sage sticks over there as well. Yep, so I got all kind of sage. So that's be something anybody's interested in. Great. I have crystals as well. So if you're interested in crystals, I got you. Crystals are all around here. I have oodles and oodles of crystals. If you want the mixed kind, the mystery kind, I got like 26. There are different kinds though. of crystals. I don't know. I think 23, 20, probably like 30, 30 buckets of crystals, and they're all around here. Like I said, sunglasses, crystals, and I got other crystals. I got single. I mean, I got gazillion. Trust me when I tell you. If you oils, smell goods. If you need crystal jewelry, I got that as well. Oils, earrings, and the earrings I got that too. T-shirts, powder, sage, um, teas, herbs, any of that. I got you. I'm a herbalist and a healer, chakra healer, and I also do readings. If you need readings done, if you need life coaching, I got you. So anyway, and I make my own butters, real butters. I make my own butters and stuff. So I do all of that. And if you just want sage by itself or you want sage infused, let me know because I offer that too. But I have sage black soap. I make my own soaps too. So if you're interested in me making a particular soap for you, if you tell me what you're trying to do, I can make the real turmeric soap, not that bull stuff that Jasmine be buying on TikTok. But I can make my own turmeric soap for you as well. Uh, need manifestation, need anything you trying to do, let me know. I got you. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's see where we at. Okay. All right. And if you need this, any vegan capsules, I got those two. Teas, gophers. We ain't gonna talk about how I got that. If you need graveyard dirt, let me know. I got that too. If you need worry dolls, I got worry dolls for you too. Whatever you're trying to do, you just gotta tell me. If you're looking for the argon or crystals or any type of crystal, you just tell me what you're looking for. I got it. I probably more than likely got it. And if I don't have it in stock, I can get it because I have like a crystal dealer that I deal with that goes into the mines for me and gets it, and I get it within a few days. Okay, all right. So this is my own spot. I'm not just playing one on TV. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying, just talking junk in the chat. I know a lot of people. Um, we go to certain people's. I see them on TikTok all the time, but they be at their house. No, I'm at my own business. Okay, right? So I'm serious when I do it. Okay. So anyway, let's go to my Jazzy life. We're gonna talk about Thirsty Tuesdays. Okay. So we're gonna deal with that. Okay. All right, so let's go pull up Jasmine. I attempted to watch one of these videos and I just said, God, I can't do this by myself. We're gonna talk just Jasmine too. I think we're gonna talk just Jasmine first because I want to get her out the way. I want to get her out the way, and then we move on to just Jazz and my Jazzy life. So we do just Jasmine because nobody's hardly in here yet. So if we get just Jasmine out the way, I think we need to discuss her because we kind of been talking about her a little bit. Um, I'm not gonna watch it just I'm tired of watching these clickbaits because a lot of them do these clickbaits. This is the one I kind of looked through this morning just to make sure it was legitimate, and it was. So let's see. Okay, all right. Okay, this is the one I watched this morning. So we're gonna start right here. It's gonna tell y'all because she's okay. All right, let me share. All right, if y'all ready, let's go. How you doing, TS? How you doing, Oshun? How are you doing, Miss Bookie? Okay. Greetings. Welcome, TS. Welcome to the Mickey Big House. This is Dr. A. Okay, y'all remember me. Y'all remember me. Y'all remember me. Let me not do the let me not do the Tupac though. Y'all know that was my favorite part of the movie. Um, when he was when he was in that room shooting all the slave masters. That was my favorite part of the movie. When he was like, "Y'all remember me? Y'all remember me?" I was like, I was in that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let me calm down. I got excited there. Anyway, how you doing, Mrs. Jones? Welcome to the Meek Complete House. Okay. Uh, yeah, Pine is funny. I agree. I agree. Yes. Okay, y'all. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. Okay, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Is y'all ready? We is live, okay? Um, but so we got her pulled up. Y'all see who we got in the Crystal Palace today. Okay. All right, let's watch. Okay. We ain't gonna even adjust what she got on. Cause when I first watched this, I know when we first get into this, when I first saw this, I thought the chick had on the bra, and I was gonna start going in, but she didn't have on the bra, but she need one, okay? But this is not a bra, so but she definitely needs one. So let's continue. Now y'all know who she on the phone with, okay? We ain't gonna play this game. We know who she on the phone with.
You worry, you'll be like, oh, that's a lie, that happened. At the end of the day, something happened, whether you went back and you confided in a friend or you gossiped, or however the situation went, it does not matter. All this drama is happening. So you have options now, right? You either walk away from the drama or you stay and entertain it and deal with the consequences that come behind it. You're saying, Mom, I'm trying, but the drama is finding me. Okay, now let's figure out this conflict. Why? How is the drama finding you?
Can we all guess who she's talking about? Anybody raise their beautiful hands? Any of my crystals, raise your beautiful hands. Can we guess who she's talking about, y'all? Can we guess? Okay. Our favorite little problem child. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo. We talk about Michaela. Who's new? What's new? Jeez. At this point, you need to put her somewhere where she's gonna get it together. Either you need to give her some more attention, or you need to put her with her daddy for a little while so she can appreciate what she have for you. Or she need to be going somewhere where she got to go where everybody don't know her name. You wanna be where people be. The people's all the same. Michaela need to go where nobody knows her name. Because she currently needs a lot of attention. And I noticed you do too. So that's the problem. You and your daughter just alike, but you and her differently.
So we can figure out what to do about it. How is it? If you are in the lunchroom and they're following you in the lunchroom, we got to go tell a teacher. If you are in the bathroom, you walk in the bathroom, you see them in the bathroom, you step out the bathroom.
Okay, so I mean, I don't think have she ever been to high school or school in general? Because let me tell you something. When I was coming up, I was a Taurus. I'm a Taurus, okay? And me and Michaela, I kind of understand Michaela. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know how to deal with her. But what I'm gonna tell y'all is this here. I want y'all to listen to me. What I'm gonna tell y'all is that with my Taurus, okay, you don't understand how school works. If somebody's trying to pick on me or start something with me, or they trying to fight me, so I could walk away, because I used to be the walk away person, because I'm not really confrontational, and I used to walk away when I was young. I used to walk away because I did not want to fight, because I did not want to be suspended. My mother was a teacher, and I was kind of worried about that energy. You get what I'm saying? And my mama was kind of one of those. She was a sweet lady. Don't get it twisted. My mother was very sweet. My father, he was stern, but I still got what I want. I was spoiled. And he was a Taurus too. So my mother was Cancer, my father was Taurus, okay? So the point is, I just didn't want to fight because I don't like to fight when I feel like it's dumb, right? It has to make a logical sense. Like if somebody put their hands on me, if somebody's just talking, it's not gonna make me want to fight them. You can say whatever you want to about me, my grandma, whatever. You can talk about whatever. That's not gonna make me want to fight you. Now, when you put your hands on me, that's something different. That's something different. Now, I can't control how I'm gonna respond. I can't control what I'm gonna pick up. I might pick this up and set your hair on fire and set you on fire. What I might do. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't fight fair. So it's just that's why I said I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting because I know that I'm gonna hurt somebody. I mean, to hurt somebody, and I don't want to do that. I'm just telling you, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how small you are. I'm just telling you, I don't fight fair. So whatever is in my hand, I hit this girl with a crystal before. I know what y'all thinking, and it was like the crystal. I'll show y'all which crystal, y'all. Let me show y'all which crystal, and that's why I keep it. That's why I keep it with me. And I hate to sell it, but I'm gonna end up selling it. Oh, I'm dropping my chart, my thing, my cover for my computer. Okay, now let me show y'all what crystal I. Oh, here it is. I was like, where is it? Okay, I don't know if y'all see this. Let me see if y'all see. Let me look at myself. This is the crystal that I hit somebody with. Okay, so it's an amethyst. I never when I go to events, I always carry that in case somebody want to trip. If they look at me wrong, and I was like, they ain't gotta look at me wrong, but they gotta do something to mess with me. Okay, so and this one particular girl, female, came over to my table, started talking crazy to me, and I picked it up and I hit her hands with it. I hit one of her hands because she was talking. She was doing too much. She was in my face, and I asked her to get out my face. She wouldn't do it, so I took that politely and hit her hands with it. So she got away from me at that point. But I'm just not one of them. I'm not getting ready to. I mean, if I break my nail, fight you, I'm gonna really cry, and it's gonna make me mad. And I don't like breaking my nails because my nails like it hurts. So therefore, I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting. I don't like arguing with you. It's just dumb. I don't want to. So I will walk away. Yes.
Sorry, I'm at a class and this monkey is doing.
And what?
This monkey is literally just waiting for me to do that.
Okay, look. Just what you need to do is just go ahead and take a break. Go ahead, watch TV, take a break. Okay, thank you. And then when the bee come out, we'll just kill it. I mean, simple. Or we'll usher it outside. Yes, we got a wasp in here, y'all. So that's what's happening. Okay. So anyway, I don't like fighting. So I don't think she understands that. And sometimes when people understand that, especially with children, especially when I was young, I'm telling you all this because we probably all have experienced it. People will make you try to fight them, and I've been exposed because I used to be like a little nerd, the little weird girl. I was the weird girl. I'm still the weird girl. I'm the weird woman. I'm the weird woman. Okay. I'm the weird woman. How you doing, Nicole? Nicola. So I'm the weird one. So of course people are going to, you know, try me. That's just it. This is what it is. But I try to stay out of them, and they try to fight. They'll try to argue with me. They're gonna be arguing with themselves. They'll look really stupid trying to fight me or argue with me because I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay. So a lot of times when people try to fight you, because I used to get that like that happened to me before. One time, these girls were trying to fight me in school over this boy that I just broke up with. And I was like, it wasn't even really, we never kissed, we never hugged. It was nothing like it was nothing like that. It was just like a little boyfriend. You know how you'd be like, that's my boyfriend, and y'all just be like, see each other, and he'll walk you to class, and you'll wave at him, he'll wave at you, and that was it. That was the kind of boyfriend. That's what that boyfriend was. He never called the house, he never had my number, we never talked over the phone. It was none of that. So one of the girls was trying to fight me over him. I didn't want him. I was like, we're not even together. She started trying to fight me. What happened was her and her friends, they try to jump me. So they try to corner me in the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing that this lady is not taking under consideration. How you doing, Miss Jackson? Welcome to Miss Flick House. So she's not considering how children are, and they can corner you in the bathroom. You can walk away, but then they'll try to shove you. And then one of the girls tried to shove me. And then what I did was pulled out my book bag and I pulled out one of my books and I started swinging around like this. And I nicked them all in the one person I think in the shins, another person, it was like three of them. And I just went around with my book and then I used my book bag and they tried to take my book bag and it was just bad. And then so anyway, long story short, somebody came in. The teacher came in because they heard all the ruckus because I started going crazy and I started spazzing out, right? And I started spazzing out and I just kind of forgot where I was at and I started windmilling. Then at that point I started windmilling because I'm a windmiller. You know what I mean? I Baduka, but it's now a windmill. And I start doing my little books like that. But you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's unavoidable. And I don't think girl understands that. It's unavoidable. I mean, that's a long story. We ain't forgetting that. But it's unavoidable. And things happen. Okay? Let's be about that. Things happen, things are unavoidable. Sometimes it's unavoidable to avoid a fight. Let's just be honest, especially in school, especially if they get you in the bathroom, especially if they get you in the corner, you in the hallway. You know what I mean? No teachers around. Sometimes some teachers don't want to get involved because, and I don't blame them. So at this point, maybe she need to just take Michaela out of regular school. At this point, just take her out of school. We tired of hearing about it. Aren't you tired of getting calls from her? If she was at home, I'm telling you, if she sat at home with you and Kaisha, or she sat at home with you long enough, I assure you that she'll probably go back to school and act like she got some sense. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. If she had to stand there and listen to you fuss at her the whole time, because you're a fusser. Taurus is we fuss by nature. So if you sit there and fuss at her that girl long enough, I assure you that she will eventually say, bump this, I'm going back to school. Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is just figure it out, because at this point it's annoying. Every 5 seconds, you're talking about this girl and how, problematic she is, and you got to deal with her going to school and her being the problem all the time, and you don't never believe her or whatever. Okay, so at this point, just put her in school. I mean, just put her in something where you ain't got to deal with it. Because don't you think we are tired of it? I'm just being honest with you. It's annoying at this point. It's very annoying. If you don't think it's annoying by now, I don't know what to tell you. I think you need to talk to somebody. She is she really the problem, or is it just you the problem? Is it she the problem, or is it you? That's what we want to know. Who's the problem? Who is the problem with it? Because at this point, we tired of hearing about it. I'm being honest.
If you see them coming towards you, you turn around and go the other way. We want to now avoid the drama. We don't always have to address it, entertain it. And if it even looks like you transferring schools for your mental health, I'll help you with that as well. But at some point, if every single
Again, we talked about this. Michaela is a beautiful young lady. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, she plays on this mental health. A lot of times, Jasmine, you play on the mental health. This child is a carbon copy of you. So everything that you're sitting here saying about her and everything, you do the same person. You the same exact person. And like, if you would really admit that and deal with your own stuff, and you keep saying you don't you deal with your stuff, no, you don't, because this child is just manifested in her own energy. You don't see this. I'm not being funny. I'm just telling you straight up. And I don't know if Kaisha gonna tell you or not, but I'll tell you. You the problem. You the straight up problem, because this little girl images you. This little girl like is you. This you and this little girl is one and the same, which is why y'all always have a lot of confrontation. Just being honest, okay? Just being honest. You and this little girl are the ones that's just alike and has a lot of confrontation because of this factor. Now, do I think everything is your fault? No, I don't. Just Jasmine. I don't think everything is your fault. I don't think you or the culprit all the time. But what I do think is that you definitely pose some issues here. You definitely pose some issues here, and you need to really deal with it. You need to deal with your own stuff. And I think you have an issue with dealing with your own stuff, and you have to also take some responsibility of these children being, some issues with these children, especially Michaela. It's something that's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's a stink in the mud. It's a stink in the mud. It's a trash compactor. It's something that just done stepped and stank. It stank bad, and it gotta be you. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be you and her. And so this child mirrors you. Okay, this child mirrors you. So you need to take some kind of responsibility for this. Okay, you have to at some point in time, because she's still 13. Okay, she's still what, 13? She's 13, 14. She is still a child. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like she's 16. 16, I'll be like, you know what, I don't know what's going on with this kid. I could probably chop it up. But the fact that you have all these issues, she has all these issues, I kind of have to look at you on certain levels, okay? Um, and then again, we kept telling you, and again, I hate to say this, but Kaisha's not your wife yet. Now, if Kaisha had married you and you said, okay, we're going to stay here, but y'all not married. So you could have gone out of town some dang on work. You need to get out of that East Coast. It's too fast for her. It's apparently too fast. She can't get along with nobody. So you might need to sit at home, and it's unfortunately that you have to take time out to deal with this. So whether you taking time out, I would just take her out of school altogether and she'll be going online. You keep saying you're gonna put her online, and then what happened? And then you'll get to, reneging on what you're saying. And you like, oh well, I'm soft parenting. That soft parenting apparently ain't working. See, that's nothing. You need to talk to yourself. You can't parent each child the same exact way. The soft parenting don't work with her. Okay? That's the bottom line. It don't work. Because you're still having problems. You're not having listen, your stuff is not going the way it's supposed to be going, right? You are still having problems. Period. Don't nobody want to keep hearing about this same old stuff. I'm trying to look and see what my order is, y'all. I got my sunglasses bags. I'm waiting on that to get here. So when y'all purchase the sunglasses, y'all will have your own special little bag, okay? All right. Now, let's continue. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's go.
Single time, every single day, a person is in drama. They in drama. You become the common denominator now because it's kind of weird. And as your mom, who knows how you are, I am very aware.
And also, I don't. Are you really talking to her? Can I be honest with you? Are you really talking to her? Because you just got on the phone, and it seems like, and this is awfully strange that this is around Christmas time, right? Now, if y'all will recall last year, we had been dealing with this around Christmas time. She's trying to get them likes up. Everybody's trying to go. And Jasmine's claiming she's pregnant. Girl, Jasmine been talking about she's pregnant for a while now, for a little minute now. She's been dropping hints and clues, talking about her stomach hurting and this and this and that. She been dropping hints and clues that she's pregnant. Okay, Olivia dropping, starting drama with all the reactors and and the Mamiana gang and all these other people, and then she moving and showing y'all she's moving and telling y'all she's moving, telling y'all she can't move, but yet you see her moving. Okay, again, this is all for click and views. And all these clicks and views that we keep watching, and then Peaches, oh, Wood is pregnant, Wood is cheating on me, I'm about ready to have the twins, I'm in the hospital, I'm not in the hospital, whatever. You get what I'm saying? All these click and views. What they trying to do? Get this Christmas money for their kids. Thank God we don't celebrate Christmas because we got to worry about that. But I got to buy my son a gift because his birthday is at the very end of the month. Okay, his birthday is also on the holiday, right? So but still, obviously YouTube, I ain't getting paid like that, so I gotta actually work hard to just get. We gotta work hard to get our kids something, okay? But check this out. So you gotta wonder about this. You don't hear nobody feedback on the phone usually. Excuse me, little girl's supposed to be calling her from school. This is obviously in the morning time. So you don't hear no feedback. You know how somebody sound when they on the phone. You know, even if they just listening to you, you know how someone sound when they're on the phone. So this kind of looks fake to me, but whatever. Okay, let's continue. How you doing, Latoya? Welcome to the Make 50 Boss. Let's read your comments real quick, since I got to pause anyway. Peach and all those girls, Michaela, Kaylin, Jasmine, Otis, these girls have been through the roller coaster with the life of these moms have been through. Exactly, that's very true. Yvonne, how you doing, Yvonne? Welcome to the Make 50 Boss. Okay. Michaela and just Jasmine are just like Chrissy and her oldest, and these girls have seen mommy's dirt. Sure have. Um, where am I at? Okay, I already read that. As well as these you ladies put YouTube before their mother being a mother. Exactly, they share too much right now. The peers see the crap they put out. And it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. I would be very embarrassed. I'm trying to tell you, Yvonne, just imagine if our moms had YouTube and our moms was talking crazy and going through all these changes on the YouTube streets. That would definitely be embarrassing. I'm telling you, we talked about this before, and I told y'all how embarrassed I would be. I'm telling you, I would be very embarrassed. I tell you little stuff, but I don't tell you embarrassing stuff. My son not embarrassed. You know how proud I am of my son. My son know I'm proud of him. I mean, I have to tell him like, no, you're not going on YouTube because you're not gonna be looking stupid like some of these parents some of these kids that their parents be putting them out there to dry. No, I'm not gonna let you look like a fool because you're a good kid. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need that. I'm very proud of my children, very proud of them, all of them, not just my son, not this little boy right here, but I'm definitely proud of him. But I'm also proud of all my children. They're definitely doing pretty good for themselves, and I have to admit that I'm very proud. You know what I mean? So whatever. Yeah, thumbs up to live. Do what Miss Bookie say. Judge Jasmine talk too much. Right. Got enough tongue for the '90s mouth. Exactly. Why is she doing this like this? Why would she want her daughter's business out there like that? Girl, I don't know. Alex, because she trying to get clicks and views. She always exploit their children. You know what it is, Alex. You know what it is, girl. Right, definitely a private conversation, right. Mark Jordan wouldn't want to talk to me about anything, wouldn't want to be talking anything like about that after that. Exactly. Wouldn't want to talk to you after that. I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Latoya? Welcome to Make a Fake Pals. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. That would be wild, Dr. A. Exactly. Exactly. It just gets annoying after a while. It just gets annoying. And then it's like, why even invest all of this into YouTube? Can we talk about something else? Can we talk about Michaela? How about, okay, so we watched Michaela Step. That was interesting. She could do that. Why don't she talk about stuff like that? Why don't you put Michaela in type of a program? Put her in type of program. At this point in time, just take her out of school and homeschool her, and then put her into homeschooling sports. Like I just got a thing the other day because my son is homeschooled, right? Where they have sports that the homeschool children can get into. Where they have different things because I don't. He's probably not gonna go back to jujitsu right now. I don't think he is. Um, so we had to figure out he really wants to play basketball. I kind of got him enrolled in that, but that's something that I wanted to do because I wanted to boost up his self-esteem, and this pretty much has helped do that. He's not really into it like that, so I wanted him to do something that he wants to do, not something that I feel like he should do, right? So he wants to play basketball and soccer. So that's one of the things. So I'm going to get him involved with basketball and soccer, right? Wouldn't that make sense to follow something he want to do? Okay. So let's talk about that. Let's find something for her to do because apparently your daughter got too much time on her hand. It seems like you got too much time on your hand. Maybe you need to get you a regular job outside of the home. Have you ever thought about that, Jasmine? Maybe you need to get you a job outside the home. Maybe everybody need to do something outside of their house, outside of their home, because apparently it may be too much pressure for all of y'all. Maybe you need to stop showing her for a little while on here. Because another thing, I think Michaela actually fed off of YouTube as well. I thought she fed off of the attention that she was getting via negative attention. I believe she fed off of that as well. So why don't you just all the way just take her off of the channel? Take her off the channel. Actually, take them off the channel. And only thing you want to show, I think you just should show the positive points, right? Because again, just because all people feed on negativity, don't mean you have to show it. You know what I mean? Just saying there. Since you don't want to since you shouldn't exploit her. I mean, what mama would exploit? Right? These mamas are too lazy for homeschool. Yeah, they are. But she's at home though. It's not like she's at work.
Michaela, that you do love drama. Sometimes it hurts to hear it, but we got to take accountability for who we are. You love drama. You love hearing it.
So it sounds like she's at school, right? So if she's at school, she got this much time to be on the phone like that. See, I think you lied. I don't think that this is really about this kid. I don't think this kid is even on the phone because you just got holding up your phone. She didn't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. That's not true. None of that. We all know Michaela's mouth, y'all. By now, she would have said, "No, ma'am, this is not true, mommy. I'm not like this, mommy. It's not like this. I'm not doing anything, mommy. They just picking on me, and I don't feel comfortable." She would have said something by now, right? And it's just like even going back to when that other little girl was at school. I forgot what her name is. The middle child, the youngest baby. No, the middle child. Cut that down, son. Cut that down. Cut that down. Cut that down. Love you. uh, I be exhausting him, y'all. When I go cut it down, cause I want to be mean to him. She just got it up. He don't know it's up. He in there and I'm in here. Anyway, so come to think of it, if we look back on the middle child when she was at camp, you know, how do we know that camp was supposed to be only for this particular time from this particular time. See, we don't even know that. That might have just been some crap that she just told us just to create drama. You know what I mean? See, eventually they're going to regret some of this stuff that they're doing. I'm telling you, they're going to regret some of the stuff that they're doing on here on these YouTube streets, because eventually this is going to come out to light. And so when CPS starts showing up, and when you start going through all these changes with the government, because once you get the government involved in your stuff, that was another thing. I don't like the government trying to tell you, like, okay, like, even like, let's say you want to adopt a kid, y'all, or let's say y'all want to foster or anything like that, right? Um, so, or you had to, or you possibly had to do kinship with one of your, siblings, children, or cousins, children, whatever the case is. You did kinship with whomever, and let's say that you wanted to adopt. They get in your business. You know what I mean? And I don't really like that. And it's not that you don't have to have anything to hide, right? But then it's the fact of them telling you certain things you can't do. For example, in my particular state, I deem it necessary to have cameras in the children's room when the children, or like, I don't know, through, I would say, probably till after 9. No. Okay. I would say after 9, no. And I think it's a certain level of holding cameras in the room. I think it's a certain level. Actually, after 9, after 8, I think, maybe cut that out, right? Maybe 8 or something like that. But anyway, my son was 5, and they were like, "Oh, well, you're not supposed to have cameras in the room." And I'm just like, "What? It's a 5-year-old. You kidding me?" We have to know, make sure everything's okay. You don't have to look at the child. Obviously you're not gonna have the camera on while they're getting dressed. I mean, duh, look nasty. Okay, obviously you can have the camera on when you're getting dressed, but there are instances like in the morning time, because you never know. We don't want no John Bonet situation, right, y'all? We have cameras all around the house. All the cameras are cut on before I go to sleep. That's just it. Because you never know. Somebody might try to come in, somebody might try to do something. Who knows? I deem it necessary. You know what I mean? For my protection as well as for his protection. We get everything on camera. We understand what happens, except for getting dressed. Now, when you getting dressed, that's something differently. So when we know no getting dressed and watching, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? But they were like, "Oh, it could be motion detectors." I'm like, "No, we need cameras, especially when you have a child that you never know." You know what I mean? And sometimes when you first get a child, you want to make sure that um making sure that nothing's happening that shouldn't be happening. Think about a lot of these cases where you're hearing about these children, parents unaliving their children, or the children unaliving the parents. You think if someone like this one particular case, this woman, this girl, this teenager unalived her parents. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, and they had it all on camera. Now, suppose they didn't have it on camera, they wouldn't have known that the girl had did it. You get what I'm saying? They would have thought that somebody broke in. You know what I mean? So it's just certain things like that. And it's like, explain to, where does that say that in the contract? And the lady never could pull that up. So she's just like, "Oh, well, I just don't think it should be in here." Okay, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. So because you're gonna disagree with certain things. So once you get CPS and the governments and the powers that be in your home, it's hard to kind of get them out. And it's just certain things that you, as a parent, your kid, you right, how your kid is. So you have to have certain boundaries or certain things set up a certain type of way. And then even like going through the system, children should have rights quite naturally, right? But it's just it's certain things that when you're dealing with the powers that be or the system, just like Michaela has taken fully advantage in a negative way of the system, because now they said that this girl has a mental issue, and I'm air quoting. So what she does is every time she's getting disciplined or everything, something goes awry, she screams, "Oh, I have a mental issue." And so a lot of times what certain parties that do, they use their mental issue as a crutch. You know what I mean? And that's not what we should do. We should understand, like, okay, this child has some issues, and we have to deal with the child accordingly. We have to deal with the child maybe a little bit differently because they have mental issues. But at the same time, we can't allow that child to use it as a crutch. And we have to go, okay, yes, I understand that you have some mental issues. I understand that certain things may be a little bit harder for you to accomplish more so than other children. However, that is no excuse for your bad behavior. Just because you have a mental issue does not give you the right to mistreat people. And if we keep allowing people to do that, then they're going to use it as a crutch. And sometimes in therapy, they will kind of wipe it down the rug. Not all therapists, but it's some type of therapist, some people that's not really in our community will not acknowledge that, and they'll just allow the child to use an excuse. And then when we go home, the child is doing things that could possibly harm themselves or harm us. Okay, so what we're not going to do is we're not going to keep on using Michaela's issue as a crutch. And that's what seems like, in my humble opinion, that's happening. And she's also using Michaela's mental issue as a crutch. And so you can't allow that. You have to let a child know, okay, baby, I understand you have some mental issues. I love you and we love you as a family, but you don't have a right to mistreat us. You don't have a right to mistreat others. You do not have a right to keep getting put out of school or deciding to stay at home because you're having a mental day. No, you have to go to school. Okay, because when you go to work, you can't all the time take, if you don't work, you don't eat, right? Suppose that they get a job, whereas because you're raising them to have like a fast food rest. I shouldn't say that. You're raising them to have a job that may not have PTO. Okay, that's the type of job that they possibly going to get. And so if they don't have PTO, how are they going to get a mental day? I'm just saying. So if they don't work, they don't eat. You have to teach children that. So if you don't go to school, you don't get an education. And that's the bottom line. So either you're going to stay here and get a school education at home, or you're going to go there and get an education, and you're going to fly right. You're going to have to figure it out, because no child under this particular age, you're not going to keep going through this. I'm not going to keep running up to the school and coming to pick you up because you don't know how to act. So we're going to figure out how to get you to act correctly. And what we're not going to do is use your mental issue or allow therapy or the therapist to put this in, tell you, oh, this is your diagnosis, so we can't see that. That's why one thing I don't allow is when your child is, whether or not they're in therapy or whether or not your child has some type of a, because they always label, especially black children, they always label black children as having um autistic. Some children are literally autistic, yes, but then they're trying to drill it into that child's head that they can't do anything, and that's a lie. That is a lie. Okay, so or ADHD, oh, or they're delayed, or because they're not at their expectation, or they feel what they feel is their expectation level. Okay, and some children may just learn quickly. Maybe you're not teaching them effectively as a teacher. And so we have to, now some children do have issues. We're not talking about those, but I'm just talking about how sometimes they just will automatically, this is the go-to. They will put them in these boxes as opposed to just teaching them. And if they do have that, fine. So you have to work with them on that level to get to them where they need to get to. Do your job. And it's going to take a village. It's not going to just take the teacher. It's going to take not just the therapist at the school, but it's also, and not just the resource teacher, but it's also going to take you as the parent to be their biggest advocate. And what you're not going to do is just allow that label to stagnate. So that's one of the things I never allow. I don't allow anybody to just keep calling my child this or that. Because if I would allow them to call my child what they wanted to call my child would not be reading on a fifth grade level. Hello? So don't come in here and try to tell me, no, and he's not autistic. He's not ADHD or none of that. And now we're trying to go into that because they said he concentrate because he like to move around when he learns. Well, he's sitting at a desk all day. You think he's not gonna want to get up and walk around? I'm like, first of all, that doesn't mean he have ADHD. What that means is he wants to get up because he is bored, because he knows his answers because he knows how to read. So if he is advanced and is sitting in a fourth grade class, and he's only in the third grade, and you all are speaking uh it's easy for him. Of course, he's going to get bored. Of course, he's going to get fidgety. Of course, that's just like me sitting here. It's hard for me to just sit here with a mic and just sit here and not walk around sometimes and talk to you all, right? I can't just sit here the whole time because guess what? My legs get numb, my hands get numb. I got to walk around. You know what I mean? That's a human instinct. So, no, you're not going to say that. And they was like, okay, 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 uh Miss Quali is sorry. You know what I mean? Because I had to check them. And so what you have to do is you don't allow them to keep on. And even if that was true, which is not, um, we're not going to use those terms because you're not going to be saying it about my child. And then they'll write the whole little thing and they'll be like, oh, he's advanced, he's smart, he's this, that. He's on the level as far as math is concerned. But what I did notice is blah, blah, blah. Lady, you only met with him one time. So how do you know this and this and that? So she had to say, kind of strike that out. And then also written was, oh, well, I only worked with him one time because I had to make her correct that. Okay. So you have to fight for your children because they'll just label your child anyway. And you, as the parent, don't allow them to, even if they do have some kind of issue. The issue may not be that they have a diagnosis. It could be they're bored. Maybe they're smarter. Maybe they feel like they're advanced. Maybe they're advanced. So sometimes when children are advanced or they're bored, guess what they do? They either start acting out or sometimes they don't respond because they feel like, because sometimes with school they'll repeat the same thing and it's like, you've already asked me that question. And my son used to be the type of person, he would be like, well, I've already answered that. Why do I have to keep answering the same question you just asked me? He used to be like that and I had to kind of tell him to stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And then once they found out, oh, he's actually smart, but they was trying to label him to be a certain way. And what we can't do is allow society or these teachers or this person or that person to say that this, try to indict our children as this, because guess what? They're going to start walking around like they're ill informed and they're not. So, Jasmine, what I'm going to advise you to do is to cut all this out. Okay, stop labeling this girl. Then you put it all on social media for everybody and their mother to see it. So this girl has already look like she fast. You've already told the whole entire world that she's fast. That's what you've done. Okay, you've already told the whole entire world that this girl gets put out of school, that she has to go to alternative school because she don't get along, because she can't do this, because she can't do that. You've already labeled this girl. You're doing the worst thing that a parent could possibly do to their child, and then you come back up here talking about you soft parenting. It ain't working.
You love entertaining it, and somehow you become a part of it. And I tell y'all, time after time after, which is just,
I wish I would be jealous of Liv. Liv don't have jack nothing. Liv don't have a pot to urinate in or a window to throw it out of. Liv don't have nothing that I can't get that I if I want. Um, if I wanted to be a single divorcee slower, then I guess I would be, but I don't want to be that. So that would not make me jealous. Hello. Okay. How you doing, T Angela? Welcome to the Mickey Blicky Balance. Right, my 18-year-old has a disability but function like everyone else, because I showed her she's capable. Exactly. Like who want to keep on saying that some of these moms like the money they can get from SSI, but you can still get the money from SSI, but you don't have to put it out here to Front Street for all the world to see. That's what you can't do. So they don't want to grow, they don't want them to grow and teach them nothing, which is ignorant. Okay. I don't think Michaela gets the consequences she needs when she acts out. Exactly. I don't think so either, because she's soft parenting. When these kids see the free things that these mom gets, right, maybe they feel like they can do the same. Exactly. Who wants their friend to see that they are on here going through all these issues, right? To be kept at home and maybe between the resources that they can get help with in general public. Exactly. That's ridiculous. It's just annoying. It's annoying after a certain period of time. We don't want to keep hearing. That's why I had to stop watching her for a little while. But we don't have to keep going back to this thing of your child still acting a dang on plug fool, as you say. Right. Just Jasmine wants her kids to be stick stuck with her. Do they co-parent? I don't think so. It seems that Kaisha is detached from the teenagers and favors faith only. Exactly. That's what it seemed like to me. And that's nothing. Well, what's the purpose of her even really being there? And some mothers expect the school to teach their children and not ABCs, but daily life skills, potty training, etc. Jasmine, yep, they do because their moms weren't interested in helping the kids grow, which is stupid. Not a brick, stick, or rock. Who would be jealous of dusty women? Exactly. How you doing, mysterious? Welcome to Make Quick Bounce. She asked her, do she want to do another school? Mm-mm-mm. It's not the school, it's Michaela. Right, exactly. It's just dumb. It's like, why even ask her, do she want to do another school? How about taking her behind out and putting her into the home school? You understand what I'm saying? Just putting her into the home school. That's it. And if she sat at home with you for a little while, I promise you, she will be begging to go back to school. I promise you. If she sat there the whole time and you watching her like a hawk, but you too busy. You too busy entertaining Kaisha and doing God knows whatever instead of trying to work with this girl and getting this girl to a point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she can go back to school at 16 or something like that. But I would be done took her out of school. I did my son like that. And it's not that he had bad behavior. They was like, oh well, he didn't he wasn't he was frustrated or something. I'm like, well, what happened? Why was he frustrated? Because he said somebody was picking on him. Okay, that's why he's frustrated. Hello, dummy. Like, just be dumb stuff. Like, come on now. And so with all that, instead of arguing, you don't have to argue and back and forth with them teachers. Just remove them out of the situation. If it got to take all that, you know what I mean, or just be your advocate. Be an advocate either way. You got to be an advocate for your child anyway, because nobody's gonna love your child and care about your child the way you do, and that's it. That's it. Because I didn't just we didn't just advocate through the teachers about my kid, but we went through the system to advocate for him. We were fighting. We was banging. You hear me? Not physically banging, but us, you know, talking banging, words. And just letting them know what it is. And you have to fight for your child. You have to fight for your rights of your child. You know what I mean? And my child fought for himself. It wasn't just us fighting for my child. My child was speaking up for himself at his young age at 4. Yeah, at 4. So what I did like about only the one thing I did like about the foster care system, the only thing I did like about it was that they did give them free psychology therapy. They definitely got that. They did give them that, and they gave them a voice. And what I did like about them is that they did kind of give them a voice eventually. Once they got to a designated area, they didn't have a voice before then, but once they got to a designated area where they was going to be their forever home, then they were able to speak up. But I think that at a certain period of time, children should have a right to speak up to a degree. That's one of the things in my past parenting. It'd be like, do what I say, do, and that's it. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s, that's kind of what my parenting was. Now my parenting has evolved since then, obviously, right? So when you're younger, you don't certain things you would do. You know what I mean? Differently than parenting in these days and times. And of course, you like even with the grandchildren, I'm like, well, would you like this? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. You kind of sometimes you give them choices and sometimes you don't. Some things are just non-negotiable. Like it's non-negotiable that you're going to school. It's not non-negotiable. No, what you have a choice is either you're going to go to this school, you're going to go to a school, a physical school, which is the school you're going to now, or you're going to be homeschooled. So that those would be the non-negotiable choices. Either way, you're going to school. It doesn't matter. And I gave my son that choice too. at one point in time, because again, what he like what he did what he does like, excuse me, about the homeschool, number one is sitting here with me, having freedom to watch TV when he gets done, and being able to totally be able to focus in, and it's easier for him to horn in on focusing on his classes and his schooling, because he has me here, because all I got to do, see, whereas the teacher's telling him stop, sit down, I can just look over there and say, what you doing over there, boy? You better get off, you better not be sneaking on no roadblocks or whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's what you have to do. You get what I'm saying? And he get to eat lunch when he want to. In school, what they do is they make you eat. They rush you to eating. My son is not a rusher eater. Okay, he likes to take his time to eat. You know what I mean? So he want to take his time. So it's a lot of benefits, and he gets one-on-one training. So if he doesn't understand something, he can ask. He can say, "Hey, mom, come here." While he's in class, and say, "Hey, mama, can you explain this to me? Because she didn't explain it to me correctly." Or he'll wait till after class and ask me right then and there, right after class. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of benefits, and I get to teach him myself. And look, like they'll tell him, "Oh, Chris." One time they were talking about this Christopher Columbus cat. Oh, how he founded America. I said, "Son, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. No, Christopher Columbus found nothing. How you gonna discover something when people's already here?" Get what I'm saying? And then how they danced around slavery. I said, no, 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 sir. No, that's crap. You know what I mean? Just certain things. And when they talked about prayer, he was reading this one book yesterday, y'all. Oh my God. It was like about Trump. He was reading a book. They actually got books for them to read, like in his course. Like he was reading this book about Trump. And one of the things it said that it was talking about the media, and it was saying how sometimes the media lie. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And then what was Trump's favorite word? What did he say? What did they say? Trump, what is it? The media machine? No, it was yeah, the Trump media machine, but it was saying something else. It was saying that how dang, I can't remember. Um it was saying something about lies. That the media is full of lies. It was like it's fake news. That's what it said. It said it was fake news, and it was this was written in the book. Okay, so he reading all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just kind of breaking down some things. And he was like, "Well, I don't like this particular person." I was like, "Well, why?" He was talking about some of the presidents, from back in the day, and I was just like, "Well, why?" And then he would say, I said, but that's no reason not to like them. You don't even know them personally. Do you mean you don't like their politics or what they were, what their presidency was like? And so I'm explaining to him. So my husband and I are explaining to him about blah, 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 and kind of breaking some things down to him. But that's the point that they tell you in school would be like some lies and stuff. And then they was talking about Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. I was like, well, shoot, he didn't free the slaves because he cared about black people. No, he freed the slaves because it was beneficial for him to free the slaves, because it was more, it cost more money for the it was they would get more money for them to free the slaves or whatever. And but besides, it was like the South cousin and the North cousin were both putting money into the war. So the cousin was on the South, and the okay. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there, but y'all get what I'm saying. So I'm just kind of breaking down some stuff. But the point is, I get to break certain things down, and I say, well, just remember that if they tell you this in school, just know in your head that it's a lie. Okay. However, but to pass this particular class or course, just put this and put the answer that tell you put, but this is not the truth. Okay. Because it's lies. But anywho, the point is, you still have to teach your children. You can't just expect the school to teach them. Like I just said, they gonna tell you that they gonna really gloss over slavery. They're gonna act like slavery, oh, it's a bad thing, but they ain't gonna tell you to the degree of how slavery was, right, y'all? So the thing is, and that's the thing of you talking to your children, then the thing is like how slavery still affects black people, because we still suffer from post-traumatic slavery, whether y'all know this or not. Okay, so every black person anyway, the point is that she still has to talk about these things like that. You still have to educate your children outside of school, and you still have to at the end of the day, even if we do suffer from post-traumatic slavery, and it's true, we still can't use that as an excuse of performance that should definitely make you want to be a greater person in understanding that. And so we have to make and understand for our children to take their weaknesses and flip them into something great. So if you are autistic, if your child is autistic, and you make sure you teach them to flip the autism into something greater. And that's something that my daughter does a good job of that. Okay. But again, she uses this as a crutch. And this girl is being taught to use her mental illness as a crutch. And this is the reason why this little girl is not being successful right now, because her mother is exploiting it. But let's continue. I don't believe in soft parenting. I'm hard on my son, girl. Michaela don't need no boyfriend. Exactly. That's the last thing that she should have. Jazz better get ready because Mr. AKA Legend is about to take her through. Mm-hmm. Yep. She is too young for a boyfriend. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, that happened to my baby, my baby, right, in majority of the school, right. And I changed her school and she did much better. Exactly. Because they'll try to do all kind of stuff. And so you have to fight for your child. In the period and point blank. And her sitting her butt at home is not fighting for her child. And she worried about, I don't want to go up there because I'm not getting ready to be fighting no other parent and this and this and that. Well, take her out of school because you know this little girl is problem child. Y'all remember problem child? Y'all remember that back in the day? We ain't gonna play like we don't remember, y'all. But let's continue.
Just said to you in the kitchen, Michaela, it's a little weird for us that we are all raised the same way. We all have the same morals, but somehow you don't apply it. I'm done taking accountability as a parent. It's not that I don't teach it and it's not that I don't show it. You're not implementing it. So you have to be a
He's 13 though, 13, 14. You know, girl, you still treating her. It's like on one end she want her to grow up and be grown, but on the other end she's not allowing her to. Does that make sense? She's like you're saying that she has to be held responsible, but yet, oh, it's your mental illness, so you don't have to be held responsible. You know what I'm saying? So pick a struggle. Because either she mentally understand that she's not, doing something right, or she does understand and it's not mental. Now, which one is it? Because you playing a role and she playing a role. I'm just gonna be honest.
big girl and take accountability and ask yourself, is this who I am as a person? And if you some drama messy girl, bitch, throw them guns up.
And that's another thing. Do you think it's proper? Okay, let's do toll time. Y'all ready to do a toll? Let's get it. You know, I did this in a long time. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second here. Let's get this poll started, okay? Just give me a second for the poll. Y'all gotta give me a second now. Hold on. Hold on. It's Thirsty Tuesday. Thirsty Tuesday. Is it Tuesday today? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Here we go. Here we go. Let's start the poll. Okay, here it is. Do okay, I forgot the dang on poll what I was gonna do. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Do y'all think oh dang, what was the poll gonna be? What was I just saying? What was the last thing I said? Dang it. Do I need to run it back to hear what I just said? Um oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Do y'all think it is it is necessary to call your kid a okay, y'all know I'm doing okay. All right, there we go. All right. And I spelled it that way for a reason. So y'all know that's not necessarily how to spell it. I don't want y'all to think I'm ill informed, but that's why I have to spell it because YouTube has certain guidelines. Okay. Right. Exactly. Okay. So please vote. Thank you. Let's go.
Be a fighter, be a thug, be a warrior, be who you are. I'm not taking that away from you. But if you gonna go pop off that mouth and hide them hands, I suggest you find a different route. Because every single day it's been, I'm calling mom, I'm calling mom, I'm crying to mom, mom has to Uber me home, mommy, this is drama. Michaela, I'm sorry, the drama cannot always find you. You are a part.
And she might need to get beat up though. I'm gonna say that too. You know, sometimes a child, see, maybe Olivia, if Olivia had got beat up one good time, Olivia would shut her trap. You know what I mean? I mean, I hate to say this. This is like the worst parenting advice I could ever give a parent. But I'm just saying, because when I was coming up, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. If somebody started trying to fight me or pick on me, I told y'all about that. And my mom was like, put your stuff down, go outside. My mom was a school teacher. She said, go outside and fight. And she just stood outside to make sure nobody was gonna jump in it. And my father, my father was packed. We're gonna leave it at that. We ain't gonna say what packed is, but you know what I'm saying? Just in case somebody want to trip. If somebody purring or something come up, then they gonna get blasted right there on the lawn. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just saying that sometimes you have to go out there and make, nowadays you necessarily do that. Nowadays it's kind of, unfortunately, it's different nowadays, right? But I'm just saying, back in the day, either you win or you lose, right? But you still learn about discipline. You still, and that's an unfortunate thing, right? But at the same time, it's not, because guess what? They have boxing rings. They have boxing rings, So back in the day, even to a degree, if the neighborhood boys, I remember this, my neighbor, it was like two houses down, and his father was a Muslim, and his and some of the, and it was three of them, it was like four of them. Okay, it was four of them, I think it was four of them. And one of the guys was trying to fight him, and he just said, put your stuff down. He said, go out there and y'all fight. No, none of y'all better not jump in it. And they just made them fight. And what it did was, they became friends. To be honest with you, that's how it usually happens. You and that particular bully become friends. Why? Because no matter whether you lose or win, it didn't matter, because what it said was, you stood up to them. That's the bottom line. And then on another occasion, it also proved for you to shut up, for you to cut. And then on the other end, for people that talk too much, it'll shut them up. Okay, because now you can cash a check that, now you can't cash a check that you that tried to write. Now you can't cash a check you tried to write. You know what I'm saying? So in those particular cases, so I'm just telling you this. So Michaela might need to get beat up one time. She might need to catch her good old fashioned butt spanking, because maybe that's the problem. Maybe she got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? She'll start. So if she's starting trouble at school, then maybe you need to just let her stay at school, and it is what it is. But unfortunately, the sad thing is that people are bringing weapons, and it's just kind of different now. So you can't necessarily do that now. But you as a parent, so if it's not work, if you can't do that in school, then maybe you need to imply that at home. Okay, and I'm not going. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm drinking coffee. I'm not going to tell you how to imply that at home, but you use your best judgment. But the soft parenting ain't working, because what the soft parenting is doing is not teaching her that for her consequences there are repercussions. She's not learning that, and that's one of the problems. Okay, let's start there. That's one of the problems. For her consequences, there are no type of repercussions, and that's what's happening, and that's why you are failing miserably. Instead, what you do is you go out and buy something, and you think that it's going to wash away what you done did. So you go out and buy these girls jogging clothes and name brand stuff and phones and computers and laptops and all this other stuff, but yet you're not giving them any form of discipline. She does not understand discipline. You're not make her work. Make her work for it. Make her work for what she has. She barely does chores. Let's talk about that, because we didn't already came on her and said it. You showed her room, how dirty, how filthy it was, and she wasn't cleaning up her room. Give her chores. My son has chores. He only 8 years old. He has chores. He has to vacuum his room, clean up his room, vacuum the hallway, sometimes vacuum the house. It depends on what's going on, right? Sweeping here. Okay, although I still sweep, he still has to sweep. Okay, take the trash out from here. Take the trash out. Okay, so he still has chores. He gets disciplined. He knows that if he sneaks on the game, because that's the biggest thing that I have to get on him about, right? He got a little smart mouth too, y'all, sometimes, and I have to get him together. But he doesn't do it because, oh, I'm trying to be smart. He just does it because he has a question. He's a questioner. He has questions that he want answer. Like, okay, mom, so why is such and such and such is like that? You know me. I'm old school, and I have to remind myself, and I'll be like, because I said so. I come from that line. But I'm like, oh, you want to know what? Okay. Well, the reason why this is like this because of blah 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 blah. He's like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get smart. Or I have to tell him about being rude. So we still working on that. So certain things that certain children might have gotten early on, takes some time. But nevertheless, still a good kid. Still a good kid. Michaela's probably a good kid, but the problem is her parenting. That's what it is. That's what it is. You allow too much to go on. You allow her to do things that you don't allow a 13-year-old. Like, why the heck does she have a boyfriend? Why in the heck does she have a boyfriend? She should not have a boyfriend. You let her have a boyfriend at what, 12, 11? This girl been, whatting since she was young. And you have to question it. What parent will let their daughter, let alone the son? And I'm sorry, I know that's being very stereotypical, but I don't care. It's the truth, okay? I still would be mad. I would still be upset if my son at 10 came to me and told me he was, wasn't. He'd be on punishment. You get what I'm saying? But still, for a girl, and you just think that's okay. And then you got to remember, well, maybe she felt like, oh, she gonna do this because she don't want people calling her what you are. I'm just being honest. So you got to look at a lot of stuff. You got to look at a lot of possibilities. The way that sometimes we live our life, and that's not no judgment, but sometimes it can be an impact on our children. With our children, we are grown, so whether our children understand it or not, love is love. But at the same time, sometimes it can be embarrassing for them, because sometimes children can make fun of children for whatever reason. Let's say if a parent, if it's heterosexual people and they kissing, you know what I mean? Sometimes that can still be embarrassing for children. That's just being honest. And they're all on social media. So just think about it when it's other things, right? So we have to consider all of that. We have to consider all that, and we have to be respectful to our children on certain levels. And Jasmine, you have been so messy. You came on here, you and Kaisha arguing with each other back and forth. You don't think that's embarrassing for her? You don't think that the way that you live your life is embarrassing on social media? It's certain things that should not be everybody's business. Okay? It's certain things. You put your daughter out here, you put Kaisha out here, you don't put everybody out here. And Kaisha comes across like she don't really like you like that, especially before y'all moved in together. Let's be honest, okay? But let's go. Right. Now Kayla needs to get beat up. I'm just saying, maybe she do. My girl 25 and I still don't play that ish. Exactly. Michaela needs like Molly Wild, needs to be Molly Wild. I'm 36 and my parents would check me if necessary. Right. I might get mad, but I know they are right, low key. Exactly. Exactly.
We had so much drama in New York. You had drama when you went to North Carolina.
Right, you can't even go nowhere with this kid. According to her. I'm not saying I agree with her or not, but I'm just saying she to the point where she can't go nowhere with this little girl. She was in New York. She had issues. She done moved out of New York. Now she in New Jersey. I mean, New Jersey. And then her daughter has been to North Carolina. She done been all over the globe, according to her. And everywhere she goes, she's still having the same problems. Okay, so it's her. It's her and the way y'all parent her. Just like her daddy letting her do grown-up things. Stuff that, you wouldn't even let a grown person do in your own home. Excuse me. Let's be clear about that. So to allow a grown person to do certain things within your home is disrespectful, right? Let alone a child. She's not even a teenager yet. She at that time she wasn't even a teenager yet, y'all. She was like 11, with the wacky tobacco and stuff. I can't really say, but because I got a kid here. But you know what I mean. So it don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me that your parenting, her father parenting, your family's her family, conditions. Look how she grew up. This is y'all fault. Y'all created this monster.
I know. You had drama when you went to your aunt. You got drama and the drama is following you because you're attracting it. You have to revisit your heart, baby. You have to work on you. What about me? It's finding this drama. And it's something we even deal with as adults. Even as an adult, sometimes I got to sit back and say, what about me keeps attracting a certain type?
Okay, again, carrying yourself like an adult, carrying yourself like a parent. How do you because you're their friend. You are their friend. You're not a mom. You're their friends. You their partner. You their partner. So that's how they treat you. That's how everybody's treated in the house. Kaisha's treated like a partner. Even a little baby treat her like a little partner. Yo, Cairo treat you like a partner. Everybody in that house are partners. All of y'all partners, y'all friends, y'all roommates. Except for everybody ain't paying bills. Let's be clear about that. Okay? Look how you dress right now. Look how you dress right now, though, Jazzy. Okay? How is somebody supposed to take you seriously?
Type of person or a certain type of people. I have to revisit me. And maybe this is a phase you got to go through in life, and maybe you're not ready to have that conversation with self yet. And if you're not, you deal with them.
How she gonna have a conversation with self when she don't understand or know herself yet? She's still a kid. How she supposed to have that kind of conversation? She don't even know herself. She don't even know. She's like not even close to understanding who she is. You have y'all did any exercise to say, well, who am I? I'm just saying, and she don't even know who she is so much to the point where you allowed her to get into a relationship with a child as a child. Girl, you are crazy.
Demons because I'm not. I got parents calling my phone. I cannot fight. You hear me?
And see, that's another thing. That's a whole new level. So you got parents calling your phone trying to fight you because of your kid. Girl, if you don't sit that little girl down at your house and make her figure it out. Girl, if you that's all parenting is gonna get your butt whooped too. You and Michaela need to be out there. Maybe you need to get your head knocked around a little bit too, so you can get your little noodles correct. Maybe your noodles need to be straight now. When I say noodles, for those that don't understand, noodles like your brain, like the brain thing in your head, the thing in your head that you're supposed to be thinking with. Maybe they need to be knocked around and readjusted because apparently you don't get it. So maybe if you and Michaela take a couple of butt whooping, maybe you two need to go out there and fight a mama and daughter. Maybe if y'all got beat up, maybe both of y'all, you will stop doing the soft parenting, and maybe you'll realize like, okay, let me let me cut back on the ixnay because I'm not going back out there taking no butt whooping because apparently you don't get it. Okay, you don't get it. God. Okay, let's go.
I'm not the one nor the two. I'm not big. I'm not bad. I don't want to be the wolf. I don't know nothing but 9/11 and running. You cannot call Jasmine. Somebody yell at me too loud, I'm crying because I'm too soft. I'm not tough. I'm not hard. I may get a little drink to me and start acting like I'm crippled on blood, but that's as far as that go.
Well, so that's why your daughter, when she get around certain elements, or when she feel like somebody's soft, she start playing that role that she's a gang member, because you do it, because your little energy is perpetuating that. Look at what you just said. You know how stupid you just sound in the name of trying to sound funny. No, it's not funny.
I'm not that girl. So you gotta figure that out. Always going through it as a parent. Is it just me, nigga? Damn.
Yes, it's just you. I'm not. We're not. Nobody. We're not going through that over here. I'm not going through that. You know what? I just got the typical eight-year old thing. I want to sneak on the game. I got typical stuff, and I still get on that, and that's still punishable. Okay, that's still he still get punished on that, and occasional asking questions and occasional mom, you know what I mean? Occasional that. And him just looking like he just lost his little best friend. I have to check him. When you get on him, he just be sitting there like he's like his little feelings is hurt. You know what I mean? And your feelings will be hurt if somebody takes it if you get in trouble. You know what I mean? It's like, shut up, Jasmine. What you talking about? No, we are not. We all don't have our children don't have boyfriends and stuff at 12. Just like Amaya got up here and say she had a little girl crush. Jasmine, you should have checked her on that level. The other Jasmine. You know that wasn't no, you know that was not that's the last thing that little girl should be thinking about. Now when she get her own place or when she is 17 or 18 or something like that, then she get that's that type of conversation that you can have at that age, not before then. What is wrong with these people? You know, or maybe even freshman year. But keep in mind, or when they start homecoming and stuff, at least. I don't know. We still shouldn't be talking about no boyfriend for real, but girlfriend, because we need to be focused on his grades and going to college or going to a trade school and making money and stuff. Man, that's the last thing that we need to be discussing. How about that? And it's okay for your child to like the opposite sex, so it's okay for your son to say he like a girl. It's okay, but it's what they do with it. It's okay. You can say, well, you it's okay for your son to say, I think Renee is pretty. Okay, Renee is pretty. Okay, fine. Focus on them books. Renee is your friend who happens to be a girl. Hi. Hey, how you doing?
Girl, over calling, bill collectors and different things.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm live. I don't want you to say nothing. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Go. I just had a client come in. I will talk to y'all in a little while. I will come back and we will finish this discussion. But right now we're doing just Jasmine. But anyway, I will see y'all at a later date. Thank you so much for staying live with me. All right, I'm out.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.